Ever since LeafyisHere has been back streaming on Rumble, he's been toting the line of doing a lot of controversial and edgy things that potentially could get him banned or not. But at the end of the day, that's always kind of been Leafy's things. But in this recent case, personally call me soy, call me a loser all you want, but unironically, I think he went too far in this case. Don't get me wrong, it was hilarious to see, but putting myself in someone else's shoes, I would never want what he did to someone else happen to me personally. So what is the context in this situation? So basically, a few days ago, Leafy was streaming, talking about the popular political and also drama streamer Destiny. You may be familiar with him, you may be not, but Leafy's been on his ass lately. Like almost every other day or something, he's tweeting about him, or he's live streaming about him. I mean, almost every live stream he's had at this point, he's been at least talking about him at some point in the stream, which is fine. I don't have anything necessarily wrong with that. But in one of his streams on him, he pulled up live on stream on Rumble his wife's leaked nudes. What the fuck?
All right, this is what we're dealing with. That's Destiny's wife. Her nipples are kind of fucked up. Don't even bother, dude. She has pizza nipples. Destiny is getting ripped off.
Now, as I said before, it's funny as fuck to be a viewer and an observer of this situation, to see this shitstorm on the internet. But dude, if my girlfriend or wife's nudes got leaked by getting her computer hacked or her phone hacked one day, and that unfortunately they were just leaked to the public, and if someone else on the internet, a big ass creator, started streaming those live to thousands of people, I would actually lose my shit. So I can sympathize with Destiny in this case, and he went live on stream talking about it, where debatably he might have went a little bit too far though, saying that he was going to look into trying to get him banned from Rumble.
Destiny calls LeafyisHere a clout-hungry loser. Just as a heads up, I will never ever do content with this degenerate fucking retard ever in my life. I shouldn't even be giving him the little bit of attention that he's so fucking hungry for right now. This is one of the most irrelevant fallen from grace content creators ever. Like, I would do content with like fucking rice gum or whatever before I would ever do anything with this fucking loser.
I get Destiny is just mad and he's trying to throw out insults to someone he doesn't like, but this whole irrelevant argument I never like, and it has no weight in the grand scheme of things. I mean, of course, LeafyisHere was way bigger in the past, and he's in a sense fallen from grace, but he still has a loyal fan base, a big pull on Twitter, and consistently brings in 2,000 views on stream, with his VODs getting around 60 to 90k. And if you look at Destiny's VODs, he pulls in basically about the same numbers. Now granted, am I saying that Leafy has a bigger pull than Destiny? No. Maybe on Twitter, yes, but Destiny at this point in his career, he probably has a bigger pull of audience and is more relevant, so to speak. But it's not like you're talking to some random fucking bum on the street. Like, LeafyisHere is known, and I really just think it rings hollow to try to call him irrelevant, and he's just trying to clout shark off of you.
This is such a cope. Leafy gets 1 million+ views on every tweet and is getting paid millions to stream on Rumble? No, he's not.
And in case you were wondering the context behind Bo Black's fellow commentary channel, he put out a tweet saying that Leafy was getting paid millions to stream on Rumble, which his overarching point is true, where he was just trying to say the similar things that I was saying on how Destiny, it rings hollow to call LeafyisHere irrelevant, and he's just trying to leech off of you. But he's not getting paid millions at Rumble. The whole information, the source that Bo Black's used to get this information is that for some reason, Leafy leaked the DMs between him and some Rumble staff who signed him the contract in one of his videos, and these DMs read off, how does a blank number, but we could see it's in the thousands, signing bonus sound, plus this amount of CPM on your unique views, and then he censors the rest to your channel, and then he says the employee capped at 2 million sound. That sounds amazing. Now, when you say something is capped at 2 million, that means it's the most amount of money you can make. I mean, this is obvious. Leafy isn't getting paid $2 million per year. That's just saying that's ultimately the most that he can earn. But realistically, how these video streaming platforms work out is that what you work for, you make. So if Leafy brings in 2,000 viewers, he's gonna make the money appropriate for bringing in 2,000 viewers. And I could tell you here right now, not to shit on Leafy, but at 18,000 subscribers or something on Rumble and bringing in 2,000 viewers per live stream, he is not making anywhere near $2 million.
Not to mention he's probably still a millionaire off playing the stock market. How does Bo Blacks manage to consistently tweet some of the most retarded fucking things in the world? Man has all the money and attention he'd ever need. He's just fucking with Destiny to piss him off. Leafy is doing like days worth of streams on me and my wife because he's such a fucking hungry clout shark. He is so desperate for my attention. Even the little bit of attention I'm giving right now, he's probably going to do 2 days worth of streams off of.
I mean, to be fair though, that last part of what he's saying is true. He's just trying to piss you off. I mean, this has been Leafy's whole career, just shitting on random people, and those responses to him shitting on people have gotten him so much attention in the past. That's how a lot of commentary channels kind of thrive, because it's fun. He's literally doing this to piss you off, and it is working. You're giving him exactly what he wants. I know you're not doing a lot, you're not engaging with Leafy a lot, but when you say things like this, you're playing right into his plan. But Destiny goes on talking about Leafy, and this is the nuclear clip that has everyone raging, where Destiny said that he's gonna look into trying to get him deplatformed or banned.
Why do you hate him so much? The guy was like, after I didn't want to do any kind of with him initially, just because he's like fallen off and I don't care, whatever. And he does like the edgiest shit possible. The guy was on. I've thought about contacting my Rumble dude to get him permabanned from fucking Rumble. Actually, you know what? If he has a contract with Rumble, I might look into those streams and I might actually pull with Chris and see if I can't get him revoked. What I was told, and I don't follow his shit because he's a fucking loser, but I was told was that he was streaming nudes of my wife on fucking Rumble because neither of us would do content with him. That's fucking insane. If he was actually showing that on stream, I don't know, maybe I will shoot a message and find out. Like, that's fucking wild and disgusting.
Now here's the main problem with this clip. You always sound cringe as fuck and soy as shit when you try to say publicly, yeah, I'm gonna try to get this guy banned. I'm gonna try to get this guy deplatformed because he's doing this to my wife. Like, no matter what, even though I completely disagree with Leafy in this case, no matter what, you're always gonna sound like a cringelord fucking loser if you publicly say, I'm gonna go and try to get this guy banned because he hurt my feelings, essentially. So that's why I think if me personally, I was in his shoes, I wouldn't try to go and do it myself to try to get someone else deplatformed for doing this. And I definitely, even if I would try to do that, I definitely wouldn't announce it publicly. But if we're talking about the core of the issue here, I 100% agree with Destiny's perspective. You're going live on stream showing leaked private nudes of someone else's wife. Like, dude, that's fucking crazy. But that's also the same reason why it makes it so funny, because it's just so out there. Like, what the fuck? Like, I put out this tweet that I think represents what I'm trying to say pretty well. So I first talked about Destiny calling him irrelevant, but I already went over that. But then I say, but I do agree 100% with Destiny about the nudes. Leaking private nudes should equal strike/ban. That's fucked. Don't get me wrong, it was fucking hilarious when he did it, but that's only because it's not me. Putting myself in Destiny's shoes, if that was my wife, dude, I would actually lose my mind. And I definitely am more leaning on the strike aspect. Like, he should probably get a strike. There should be a warning system with all these platforms, so he should get a strike for this, but being permabanned on Rumble, I think is a little bit too far. But I saw some people dropping some dog shit takes about this, saying, isn't his wife's nudes public from OnlyFans? It's like dating a porn star and getting mad that someone looked at her nudes. So first of all, Melina, Destiny's wife, has a Fansly, which, yeah, it's essentially the same thing as an OnlyFans, but she doesn't post porn. She posts like lewds or like the same things that she posts on Instagram. It's shit like this, whatever. You can think what you want about that. I think it's cringe as fuck to post that kind of thing on the internet. But regardless, that's her thing. But no, the nude that was pulled up on stream, that was all private. That wasn't something that was already posted publicly. And that's an essential detail to this whole situation. Because if it was the case where Leafy pulled up already public, or even if it was behind a paywall, let's say that Melina was posting actual nudes on her OnlyFans, and let's say that Leafy live on stream bought the OnlyFans and started like reviewing it, and it was a whole bunch of nudes of her. That's a different conversation because you're kind of like leaking a whole bunch of paywalled content, which can fuck over someone's business, so he would be in trouble for a different reason. But morally speaking, I wouldn't care nearly as much, because you're not violating someone's privacy to such an extent, because they themselves are already posting their own nudes online, so you're just showing the same thing that was posted publicly to your audience. So that's nowhere near as big of an offense as opposed to pulling up a private leaked nude and putting that on stream for thousands to show. That's just fucking crazy, dude. And if you think that sounds cringe, that I'm condemning him for that, just put yourself in Destiny's shoes and imagine that was your girlfriend, mom, or wife. I bet you would be fucking triggered out of your mind, as you should be.
I heard what you said about Leafy. Kind of seemed like deplatforming. I'm not gonna lie.
I
would.
So? Yeah, I would. When people attack like when people go after like my family and shit, it's super weird. If you're reposting shit like that's violating TOS on a platform about my family, yeah, of course I would go after you. That's fucking disgusting and insane, and it's a violation of TOS. And we're both contracted streamers on the platform.
So did you threaten to, cut ties with Rumble if they don't cut him or if they don't?
No,
ban
I
him?
haven't made any statement like that at all yet. No.
Like, is that actually something you'd be willing to do?
I don't know. Maybe. Not sure. Number one, none of that stuff is on Melina's Fansly. Number one. It doesn't come from that. Okay?
Oh, really?
Correct. That he streamed it on Rumble as a contracted streamer and showed it on a stream. That's insanely fucking, like, he deserves to get his shit fucked for being that fucking retarded.
I mean, that's just kind of true. But as I said earlier, you can never say this kind of shit publicly without just sounding like a loser. Like, this guy should be banned. This guy, you guys should report this guy for doing this. Like, you're always gonna sound like a cringe as fuck guy saying this guy should be banned for this reason, unless it's crazy, like they were doing something to a kid. Like me personally, if I was in Destiny's situation, I would probably just do this in public, talk to my Rumble employees or whoever I have over there and see what we could do about it, and at least getting this guy a strike or reporting his shit, or at least getting the stream taken down of him streaming his wife's leaked nudes.
Since my career is on such a huge upward trajectory, he's trying to hang off of my nuts for his resurrection.
You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he does well on his own without trying to.
No, he doesn't.
He's almost farm off of you.
No, he's almost completely irrelevant on the internet now.
I don't really know how much he obsesses over you. Is it really that bad for you to like?
He is obsessed over me for weeks now. Like, I had to have a talk with Melina, my YouTube guy, and we've all talked about like just blocking him on everything and not responding to him because he's trying to get my attention, he's trying to get Melina's attention, he's trying to get our attention through other streamers. Like, he's talking about me, he's posting pictures of us. Like, yeah, he's obsessed with me, and he has been for the past few weeks. Probably because he's seen that I've talked with edgy people in the past, so he assumed that he could talk to me because I talk to edgy people. But the difference is those people at least had something of value to contribute to conversations. Like Nick Fuentes, Leafy is a worthless human being with nothing to contribute.
Like, you see what I mean? He just sounds like such a fucking loser when he's like, I had to talk to my wife, I had to talk to my YouTube employees to like ban this guy's name from my subreddit, ban this guy's name from my comment section. We don't want him to bother us anymore. Like, you just sound like such a bitch. You can't say stuff like that publicly. But what he said about Leafy being kind of worthless in like a discussion or doing content and collabs together, like how Destiny has done content with other controversial figures in the past, like Nick Fuentes, if you guys are familiar, really alt-right leaning guy who holds some realistically pretty crazy beliefs, but at least he's a decently smart guy who can hold his own in a conversation and bring forward some good content. But unfortunately, like, I like Leafy, I like the guy, and he makes some good jokes here and there, but I just don't think he would be any worth in a discussion with especially someone like Destiny, who covers more politics and drama-ish commentary in a more philosophical way. I just don't think that's in Leafy's wheelhouse personally. But yeah, maybe what I said in this video is a controversial take, but again, as I said, just put yourself in Destiny's shoes and think if this was your girlfriend or wife. Like, dude, holy fuck. I couldn't imagine. I would actually lose my shit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. That was the whole situation with Destiny and Leafy. I'll see you guys tomorrow.